Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the channel. It's Thursday, April 8th, 2021. Live show. If you're watching this between like 9 p.m. and 9:30, 9:45, I am live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, and I appreciate you either way you watch this video. So how many people, we'll jump right into the chat, how many people have already filed their taxes? How many people are already done with the IRS and are ahead of the game and you keep up with your stuff? I just want to see a show of hands in the chat while I say hello to everyone who is here. If you need any help in the chat during this live show, Adam from Adam's Exploits and Star from Flippin' Hippos have the blue wrenches next to their name, and they are in the chat. You guys probably see them over yonder. And if anybody else comes in with a blue wrench, you know that you can go to them for help in the chat at any time, questions, comments, or concerns, and links they can help you with. So yeah, so that's that's where we're at. They both have great YouTube channels as well. I have until May 17th. Yes, so if you are not aware, the IRS did extend. Remember last year they put us back until July. This year they have put us back until May the 17th. Why May 17th? Well, that extends it to April 15th, May 15th, but May 15th falls on a Saturday, so they extended it until that Monday. And that's when you have, looks like Tommy's done. This is live, Girly Gamer. If you're here watching this, this is live. I am still in the resort. Anybody who doesn't know, we are living out of a resort for another month. We should be out of here around the first week or second week of May. Sabrina, how are you doing? We're supposed to file taxes. Yeah, absolutely supposed to file taxes. And how you doing, Bill and Dave? Welcome in as well. Appreciate all of you guys that are here. And so with that said, what we want to talk about for those of you, how many of you are slacking because you're either overwhelmed or you don't know how to track the numbers for accounting, and you really need to know how to put your numbers together for this year and potentially going forward? Maybe even you did last year's numbers, so or haven't done last year's numbers. So here's what I want to show you guys tonight. I want to show you the free way to do it with Excel, Google Sheets. I'm going to show you my real accounting tonight, most of it anyways. I want to show you guys QuickBooks Online, which is what I used for the better part of, I think, 10 or maybe 11 years. I was able to track back my old QuickBooks from 2020, 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, and 13, 8 years on QuickBooks. I know I had it in 12 because I got my LLC in 13. So I'm certain I've had QuickBooks for 9 years. Maybe I had it 10 years because I met Dave around 2010-ish, 2009, 2010. So, or even before that. I met him really in like 2007, but I knew about his QuickBooks then. So I want to show you that. And then I want to also show you guys my Reseller Genie, because it really is the only one that does line-by-line inventory tracking, if that's something that you guys want. Taxes done last month. Yeah, I had to do my taxes last month for my house. So if you're not aware, the reason I'm living in a resort is because we had a house built. In order to get that house approved, I had to show them quite a bit of taxes, including this year's. They wanted to see it, even though it wasn't due, just to, you know, double check. They're being really careful. When you spend a lot of money, you buy a house, they want to make sure you can afford it. So that's what's up. A lot of you guys procrastinating. A lot of you, I see it. I saw a couple people. Star's always procrastinating. So let me go in, and we're going to start with Excel. I want to show you guys. I'm just going to do screen shares. It's just the easiest way on here. I'm going to open up an actual Excel window, and this is going to show you. This is going to show you a way you can do this for free. Can everybody see this? I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to make it full screen here. You guys should be able to see this. And so step by step, I'm just going to take you. This is just February. I mean, I guess I could take you over to April. I don't know. Here, this is March, or I'm sorry, March, not February. Okay, so this is just a really rudimentary way, very easy, free way of tracking your sales and your expenses. So if you guys can see this, this is, again, this is March. And so over on the left side, you just put a date and the item that you sold and a sold price, right? And so basically what you would do here is every time you sell an item, this price would be the total. Like if you charge $20 plus 6 shipping, you would put $26, and that's the total sale. And then what you could do is you could come over here to the expense side, And you could put what the PayPal fee was. If you're on managed payments, you could just put what the managed payment fee was. All in, you could put like the promoted. And then if you buy a shipping label, you could put a second one underneath of it to say shipping label. So let me scroll down. I'll show you. I'll give you a good example of what I'm talking about. I have so many more expenses than I have sales. So let's say on March 1st, I sold a Nike t-shirt. And you could put the SKU, you could even add a line if you wanted for the SKU. You could go like insert one left and you could put the SKU number. You could make this work any way that you want. Now I'm gonna go back and get rid of that because I don't want that. But you can make this completely custom to how you want. And then your sold price, let's say it was $26 all in, 20 plus 6 shipping, right? Okay, and then over there on the same day, you paid a managed payment fee. You could put eBay, managed payment fee, whatever you want. And we're going to put it in a category. I'll tell you about that in a second. Let's say the fee was $2. Let's say it was $3. I'm just going to make up a thing. And then you bought a label. You could put shipping label, right? And you could just put, you paid $5 for the label, right? And so basically you would have 26 and 3, and then you could come over here and you'd have a net profit, right? You could do, you could total this up. You could do the total of your sales total minus your expenses, and it would give you an actual total amount, right? So like if we were doing this, we would sum all of our expenses, we would sum the total of our sales, and then we would create a box here that takes that 26 minus the 8 in expenses, and we know we made $18 profit. Now, a lot of people are like, I want to know what I make on every single item. I want to know, it's really not necessary. You just need to know the totals. Now, the category is important over here. When you report taxes, every expense has its own category. So shipping labels are shipping categories. eBay managed payment fees or PayPal fees or any fees that you pay, the store costs, whatever it is, that is called like a dues and subscription, right? They call that like website dues, website subscriptions. That's all part of it. Let's say on March 2nd, it's not real. I'm making all this up. You had your eBay store, right? And that was $59.95 a month, right? So now we're negative $41.95 because we had to pay for the store. And the store is the same. It's like a due and a subscription, right? Subscription. So this is just a really basic way that you could do this. This is like literally the free, easy way. And you would just track all of this down there, filling in all of the expense categories as you go. And let's say you bought a light kit. On the third day, you're like, I need a light kit. This would be called equipment and depreciable assets, right? And let's say you spent $80 on that. So now you're -1. You can figure out your profit here pretty quickly. Let me jump back over to the chat, make sure everybody is following me. Now, what if something was free shipping? So if something is free shipping, your total sale price is whatever you charge for the sale price. Let me come back to me here for a second. If you did free shipping, your sale price, like if you did 26 free shipping, then your sale price is still 26. And wherever you buy the label is still an expense. You are buying that label. And that's what you have to do. So that's a good question. A lot of people ask that. Welcome in, Red's Outpost. Sharon's here. So that's just like literally the most basic way of doing it. Does everybody understand the spreadsheet? The spreadsheet is literally the easiest way. So I'm going to leave the spreadsheet now. I'm going to come back and I'm going to stop the screen share on that. I want to show you guys QuickBooks Online. This is what I have used for probably the last 10 or so years. And so this is going to be the next thing. I'm going to share this screen with you guys. Maybe I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay, there we go. Screen share. Okay, we're going to come back to my Chrome tab and we're going to open up QuickBooks, right? Somebody said their mind is blown. If your mind is blown, please ask questions in the chat if you don't understand something. Okay, so this is QuickBooks and no problem, Aaron, no problem. So this is kind of like what it looks like on the website. This is exactly what you'll see if you sign into QuickBooks Online. I think I use like the Simple Start or something like that. So if you scroll down, this is kind of the basics. Ignore the bank accounts. I don't link my bank accounts. Obviously, bank accounts would never let you get to negative 17,000, I assure you. The reason that my bank account is the same as my expenses, 17,876, QuickBooks makes you choose where you want to pay the expenses from. And so I just choose like a non-cash on hand thing, and it just, it just says you can link your bank account. I don't do it because I don't care. I know what's in my bank account. I keep track of the balances. I use QuickBooks simply for profit and loss and sales. And so you guys can see I've put in about 2.5 months of sales, give or take. Not quite done March. We haven't even done April yet. But you guys can see it gives you a last 365 days. Now, this is a new one. I start every year with a new one. So this is only showing, you can see last 365, it shows 0. But for the last 30 days, it shows how much has been paid. It shows expenses, and then it shows total sales over the last 12 months. You guys can see November, December, all of last year is just all zeros because I just start fresh every year with it. I basically archive the previous year, and then I start with a new one. So far to date, what we put in, we've done about $50,000 in sales, January, February, March, probably a little more than that. But profit and loss, $30,317. So for the first 3 months, there's more to put in. Probably averaging, it's probably going to be around 35 to 40,000, and that's clear. I got about 5 to 10 grand to put in there, so you're talking about 12 to 14,000 a month in profit. Now, this is me living in a resort. I should be making way more money, promise you. Okay, so what happens here is when you want to put in a sale, you just come to sales, right? And you'll come up here and you'll just, you can see like sales over times, whatever. You'll go to invoices, excuse me, and you'll just create an invoice. It's very, very easy. Every time you sell an item, you create an invoice and you can select the customer. You could say eBay or whoever you want to put in there. And I'm just going to put, I'll just put our friends at List Perfectly, not real. And the net terms, none of us do net terms. It's always paid right away. And let's say I sold an item on eBay today. So I could come down here and just put in sales. And then I could put in the item, Nike t-shirt with the SKU 10234, whatever. Quantity 1, sold it for $26 all in, right? And then I would just save it, and that's going to save it as a sale of $26 that I can search for anything on these items. Now, basically, when you save it, you'll have to click Receive Payment. I'm not going to save it, but it pops up to a screen and it says Receive Payment. You click that, and it goes into your sale. So I'm going to close out of this. I don't want to save that. Then when you do an expense, kind of the same thing. You come over to expenses and you just hit new transaction and choose expense. And then again, let's just say I'm paying Apple Incorporated out of my cash on hand account, doesn't matter. What payment, I just choose cash, doesn't matter. Office supplies and software is the category because I bought a copy of Final Cut Pro X, which was $300. It remembers the last thing I put in. But let's say that I bought something from Apple that was cost of goods sold. I could put that in there. Let's say that it was advertising and marketing. Like I bought a box of business cards from a company. It wouldn't be Apple, of course, but whoever it was. And then I could fill it in. I'd fill in the amount and I'd just hit save. And that would be it, or save and close, either way. And it would save it as an expense and also save it in the correct category. So at the end of the year, you can pull up the total. Like you could search for advertising. How much did you spend on advertising? How much did you spend on cost of goods sold? How much did you spend on job supplies? Whatever it is. So I'm going to close this. I want to close without saving. And then at any time you can come back and you can see exactly how you're doing in profit loss, your net income, expenses. You can actually see on the expense chart. Do you see it? I've spent $14,000 on cost of goods already. I've spent $1,200 on other. I've spent $1,150 on contractors. That means people helping me with the websites and stuff. I've spent $1,378 on everything else, which if you click on it, it will give you the breakdown. Like for example, if I click on $1,378 for everything else, it's going to load, excuse the slow internet, and you can come down here and you can read every single thing that you've spent money on. MailChimp is my email service. Florida Department of Revenue, it's for me re-registering my business for the year. And that shows me I pay $138 for my business, right? I bought Teachable. I bought Final Cut Pro. Cost me $418. Supplies for materials, boxes, envelopes, my Fifth Third Bank charge. Facebook ads. I paid for a couple ads, $14. So you can see what all of this stuff is right there in QuickBooks. The other cool thing is you can add payroll if you get employees. You can add mileage if you want to manually check it. The other thing you can do is click on reports and you can click profit and loss report, which a lot of businesses, like when I filed for my house loan, they wanted to see a current P&L. This is what they're asking for, profit and loss. So you guys can see it create you a nice little P&L. You can email it, you can print it, you can save it as a PDF and send it on over to the mortgage companies, and they can see what you can afford and what you can't afford. So let me go ahead and pop off of this screen again. Okay. There we go. So let's see. Martha, thank you. Appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Do you do that with every sale? What if you get thousands of sales a month? So that's a great question that Life with Pets just asked. What do you do? So you can certainly do it day by day. You could do it every day, spend 10 minutes, input your sales. If you're getting tons and tons of sales, you can certainly do it monthly. You could total it all up and just put in one sale, one total. It's not the best way. It's not advisable because you want to have a record of stuff. If you're selling that much and doing that big, you should probably have a part-time employee or some virtual assistant maybe do it for you. It's a great question. Do you know the exact percentage for managed payments? And is a promoted listing part of your store invoice at the end of the month? Cece, I'll send me an email and I'll answer whatever questions you have, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Death Pile Destroyers, Esteban. Yeah, you do it weekly. You can do it monthly. I tend to do mine every few days and I just keep up on it. Living here, it's been hard to keep up, but once we get back in normal settings, I'm always within a week, 3 to 5 days generally of being on time with it. So I don't like to fall behind. I like to know that I can sit down, and if at any one time I need it active and like current, I can do it in 1 day or 2 at most. Okay, the last thing I want to show you guys, let me remove that screen. I want to show you guys my Reseller Genie. So now, if you notice in those 2 samples, the Excel and the QuickBooks, there's no way to actually like go through and search for items that you have in inventory if you want to add them to inventory. Now, I don't track my items item by item because I just buy too many items, but a lot of you want to, and you ask me constantly in emails, how do I track it? So let's go over and let's share this screen. I've shouted out my Reseller Genie 1,000 times. They're a great company, and they have a great program. And they're going online, so I'm going to show you what this looks like. So I have not tried GoDaddy. I know everybody asks about GoDaddy a lot. I don't like GoDaddy. I feel like it's very much geared towards beginners, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it just doesn't do what I need it to do. So that's why I haven't really used it. Okay, so this is my Reseller Genie. And if you guys see this, this has an inventory summary. It has inventory that you can add, and you can upload this from eBay and Posh right now, your current inventory. You can actually upload this without having to manually enter everything until you buy more inventory. So you can actually type in your item title. Like let's say you do, Nike men's t-shirt, extra large green, right? You could do the brand name. You could create department. You could create category. You can create subcategories, notes. You can do a SKU, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your platform's listed. You could do eBay. You could choose eBay and Poshmark. So, come on, Posh. I'm clicking too fast and my internet sucks. eBay. You could do the location. Like if you have it in bin A1, you could do a purchase price. Let's say you paid $5 for it. You could do the purchase date, right? You can choose, I bought it today. You can do the list date so you know when it's listed. Look, I listed it. I bought it today and I'm going to list it tomorrow. You have all this stuff that you can create with my Reseller Genie. So let's just submit this, right? And so if at any time I want to see my inventory, there it is, right? April 9, 2021, Nike green t-shirt. It's located in A1. There's a SKU. There's a purchase price. There's everything. Now let's say that I sell that shirt, right? So I'm going to report a sale. So I want to search the inventory. I sold my Nike shirt. There it is. The sale date, let's say it sells Saturday, right? And let's say I sold it for $25. In the sale platform, I could put eBay. Liable to pay sales tax. No, eBay covers it, so I don't have to pay sales tax. The sales state. So you could go, I sold it to some ding dong in Florida. Sales tax. It doesn't matter. They're taking care of it. The shipping costs, right? Let's say you paid $5 for a shipping label. And let's say the transaction fee was that same $3, right? So now I submit that. And now my inventory shows no inventory. But when we go up to sales analytics, we will have, and I don't know if it's going to show me to the 10th because this inventory sale will show us the sale. But if we go to sales analytics, we have to do, oh my goodness. So you have to excuse me because I am like super uneducated. I'm still working with them for me to figure out how to do this completely. But the numeric and the financial overview will show you what your sales and profits are, just like QuickBooks does. They actually have a report, which I have to talk to the owners to learn how to properly make it appear, because they just went live on their website. So this is what we get for live. But anyways, total sales by days listed, gross profit by days listed. So you can search all this stuff and you can actually see an overview of it all. So, like I said, I still have to work with them to figure out how to do it. But it will do it. And I will be happy to do another video with them coming soon. So let me remove this. Let me remove this again. So that is an inventory tracking program, basically, that will also do your accounting. How are you, Aurora? So if you don't track inventory line by line, which I love the idea of that, can you still use the exact cost of the items, or do you have to use the average cost of your receipt? So that's up to you. You can still do an average cost, you can do a total cost, or you can do a line by line item cost. Is this a new version of my Reseller Genie? Yes. So this is their online beta. It is not open to the public yet. It is going to be for everyone that purchases my Reseller Genie. You'll have the opportunity to switch over to the web-based one. My Reseller Genie is linked below if you want to check out the video I did with the owners and how it works completely all the way through while I had them walking me through it. That is one you purchase, and then they have a web-based one that's coming out very soon when they're done with the beta testing. I don't have a code for QuickBooks. They don't give out affiliates. I have emailed them and begged them and told them I could probably get them a lot of customers. They did not respond. And I Googled it. Apparently, QuickBooks does not give out very much in the way of affiliates. So no go on that, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. QuickBooks Online is about $200 a year. $2 to $250. So you're talking $20 a month on average. GoDaddy, I think, is like $13 or $15, somewhere in that neighborhood. And my Reseller Genie is a one-time purchase. If you use my code, you'll get a discount. It's like $35. And then you can go monthly with them, which is going to be really, really affordable, cheaper than both of QuickBooks and GoDaddy. They're less money than both of them, basically. So do consider my Reseller Genie. It's fantastic. And they have an entire demo video that will walk you through everything. But one way or the other, you need to be able to account for stuff. You need to be able to have all your stuff in one place and be able to see those sales, be able to see those profits, be able to see, anybody that asks at any given time, like, hey, how much money did you make in January? How did you do in February? How did you do here? How did you do there? I could quickly pull up, like on Stream or on QuickBooks. If I was using QuickBooks, I can quickly pull it up and just scroll down and I can say, here's what I've done, and I can change it month to month, week to week, day to day, and I can quickly just look and see, like, man, I'm spending a lot of money on this, or I'm doing a lot of profit here, or I need to be making more sales, or whatever it is, I need to be able to do more of it. So that's why it's so crucial that you have those numbers. You should definitely buy it, Mindy. It's worth it. Can you run separate reports for each platform, or are they grouped into one sales report? Wayne, great question. They do separate sales reports for each platform that you can look at. Absolutely. My Reseller Genie has the ability to show you not only like what you sell per platform, but they can tell you how many jeans you've sold, how many pairs of jeans you've sold, and what your average sale price is for those jeans. Do you sell men's or women's? It depends on how much information you put into it when you input it. But the more info you input into my Reseller Genie, the more reports they can spit out to you. So it's really cool. So it is super important whether you guys decide to use a basic accounting spreadsheet like Excel, or you use QuickBooks, or you use my Reseller Genie with your inventory tracking, which I highly recommend. Of course, it's totally up to you, but you guys got to make sure you keep your numbers in line. Let me tell you what I don't want to see happen. I am a frequent visitor of Facebook groups for Poshmark sellers, and it is not good. And I'm not ragging on you Poshmark sellers if any of you watch this video, but you guys tend to not have your numbers in order. A lot of people are like, I got to pay taxes. I got to track my numbers. How do I do that? I don't even know what to do. Where do I get a sales report? I see it so much in the Poshmark. And I don't blame the sellers. I blame Poshmark for this, being behind the 8 ball, being like way behind. But just don't become those people. Make sure you are up to date. It's so much easier when you have a report like this. You can literally file your taxes in minutes. It's super easy. So pick one and use it, and actually use it. Mindy, thank you for the $2.99 super sticker. I appreciate you. Everybody give Mindy a big hashtag. Hashtag Mindy Rocks over in the chat. So that should cover everyone for the accounting. If you still need a CPA, Mark, too, Not Your Dad's CPA, his website's linked below. You can go visit Mark and hook up with him as well. He will help you out. Is there anybody that doesn't understand or has any other questions or anything that you need help with accounting, bookkeeping, numbers, QuickBooks, My Reseller Genie, Excel spreadsheets, Google Sheets? I have a free one. I always advertised it. It's always been available on my site. Part of my training program also has a full accounting breakdown video in it. So that's an option as well. So there's a lot of available information here on my channel. Mark's got a great website. My Reseller Genie is awesome. There's tons of resources. There's no excuse to be behind the 8 ball. So yeah, that's cool. So thank you for putting Mindy Rocks over there in the chat. Appreciate you guys. That means a lot to me. Hit that like button too. That way the video gets a better algorithm rating and more people will see it. Tebby, thank you for making the live show. I appreciate it. I have so many questions still. Ask away. You can email me, Myra. You can shoot me a message, Facebook, wherever you need to. YouTube, doesn't matter. And I'll answer questions, whatever you have to ask. Is there a glitch going on looking up sold listings, having trouble researching items? I have not heard of a glitch with sold items, but I wouldn't doubt if there was. There's been a lot of glitches lately, a ton. Did you change the training videos up from 2020? CC, yes, I added a bunch. There's a bunch that were already there that you probably already have if you have 2020, but I did add a bunch more, including a full set of Shopify videos that did not appear in 2020. So a lot of it the same, a lot of it different. $2 super sticker from, is that Teofilo Munez Ham? I am terrible with names. I appreciate it. You've got an incredible hawk profile picture though. So awesome. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Hashtag Teofilo Rocks. Myra's going to give me a hard time for this because I already know it, but it's okay. Me and Excel are always fighting. I just tried to list something. It's still spinning. It looks like eBay is just really having a rough time with the website. I know a few people messaged me earlier today, this morning maybe, that labels weren't printing and that international labels were having a huge problem. I know that eBay had an issue with displaying your sold numbers, your actives on the actual app. Like when you guys go into my store closed, so I have like no numbers. I'm like embarrassed to even show this, but it's okay. Like when you go to the actual selling, remember guys, my store is completely closed. You can see, look, it says I'm away. Here, I'll zoom up for you guys. I'm away, I'm away. Look, I'm away. Anyways, it was having a really big problem displaying any numbers here. Now, obviously, my thing shows 2 items sold for $40, 968 active, but I'm away. I haven't had anything up. So, yeah. In my defense, I started as a Poshmark seller. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people started as Poshmark sellers and never actually took the initiative to get educated on the platforms or reach out to other platforms or even learn what they should have learned. Myra went over to eBay and actually did very, very well, did better on another platform and actually keeps track of stuff. I need to make a billboard for my eBay store. Give me some ideas. A billboard, like a picture? Oh, I'm terrible at graphics and creativity. Star will tell you that. What's up, Susan? CC, thank you so much for the $2.99 super chat. Make sure you hashtag CC Rocks. Definitely. Casey, why you not like GoDaddy? I've used them for almost 20 years, and they started in Be More. Yeah, so I like GoDaddy's website domains and stuff. I don't like their website designer. Their website designer sucks. My website is actually GoDaddy. If you go to RockstarFlipperOnline.com, it is a GoDaddy site, but I'm just not happy with it. I'll change it eventually. I don't like their accounting. I think it's very bare bones basic. Not a fan of GoDaddy accounting. A lot of you guys love it. When when day do we have to report our income taxes? May 17th is the new date. It was April 15th, of course. They delayed it a month, which would have been May 15th, but that falls on a Saturday, so it's now May 17th on Monday. A lot of buffering on eBay. Yeah, eBay's just been glitch lately a lot. So Aurora loves eBay. Some of you love-hate relationship. If you do accounting daily or weekly, it takes minutes, easy to keep up with. Yeah, so we try, if I just do it twice a week and I can sit down for 15 or 20 minutes, I can knock out, 2 or 3 days with as many transactions and as much stuff as I have going on. I can knock out a couple days in 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, if you look at, let me remove this from my stream real quick. If you look at my Excel, at my Google Sheets, you can see, here we go. So this is like the sheet, March. So if you go over here, let me get rid of this out of the way. Okay, so there we go. So you can see just tons and tons of transactions and filling it in. There's just endless transactions, hundreds of lines of transactions. Almost 200 lines of expenses, even after I get rid of all this stuff that shouldn't be there anymore. But anyways, almost 200 lines of expenses and 100 and almost 50 lines of transactions just for this type of stuff. Well, that literally, that amounts to 3 or 4 a day. So even if I just do a couple days, it just takes me 10, 15 minutes. It's not bad. Have you seen the new promoted listing? I did not see it. Ann Wolf, welcome in. Yep, people having to avoid printing labels. Tons of glitches on eBay, yeah. All my stores are closed at the end of the month when my COVID treatment is over. Feel better, Susan. Sorry to hear that. Sorry that you're sick. Hopefully nobody else gets it. I've not used the new promoted Mindy yet. I did get a message in my eBay that I will read later and check it out for you, though. I'll be happy to do that. So, yeah, so Thursday, April 8th, hopefully just 4 more weeks, the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th, and then the 6th. Thursday the 6th, May 7th is a Friday. 4 weeks and a day from now is May 7th. It is a Friday, and we should be either closing that week or really, really close. Yeah, really, really close to closing. Otherwise, in the meantime, we are still living in a resort. That's what's up right now. So, just kind of just living a life, watch TV, PS5, hang out, all the normal things you do when you go to a hotel. You just live there for 5 months. That's my birthday weekend. Star, yep. We might be moving in. Casey's house on Memorial Day. What is the official Memorial Day? Memorial Day 2021 is what, May 31st? Is that a couple weeks later? Yeah. We're having a block party in our new neighborhood on May 22nd for the whole neighborhood because a lot of new people are moving in. So we're having a big barbecue and block party. We live in a lagoon neighborhood, or we're going to be living in one. So yeah, and then May 31st is Memorial Day. We'll probably spend that at the lagoon too. So the 25th for Star, which is would be 2 weeks after we move in, assuming we get in that one. So yeah, are we invited? Everyone's invited. Yeah, big party in Florida. I know some of you are excited, but yeah, make sure you hit that like button before you head out. I know some of you are getting ready to head out. I'm getting ready to head out. I do have to do some work. I made that up. No, Star, your birthday's not in May. What the hell am I thinking? What the heck am I thinking? Your birthday is not in May. I know better than that. Your birthday's in I can't remember. I'm so bad at this. I did used to know it because Star was shocked that I knew her birthday, but now I don't remember. I can't remember it all. Anyways, Star will tell you. It's Mother's Day, May 9th. I bet she make that up too. Anyhow, yeah, so I'm going to head out. I'm going to let you guys get to it. Please, if you see anybody asking how to track numbers, show them this video. Show them the 3 options. If you need help with any of it, do not hesitate. Type that email out, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, and I will be happy to help you with any questions that you have. My birthday is every year. Yeah. And with that, have a wonderful night. Hit the like button. And anybody that needs anything, email me or message me, and I will respond to them while I sit here. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you all for the super chats. I'll see you next time.